The desert. If there's one place that really pushes someone to drink, it's high heat and dry sand. But screw the water, we're looking for beer. In that search to quench the thirst, SanTan Brewing Company emerged in the Phoenix suburb of Chandler. The Sunspot Gold Golden Ale is a major seller, but is it able to squash the heat and bring out the flavor chills? Find out now on Two Dudes Reviews. In 2007, SanTan started slinging brews in the local brew pub and eventually opened up to include distribution throughout Arizona in 2009. By 2014, the company started to offer up the beer in California and Texas. Sunspot Gold Golden Ale recently took top prize at the CanFest Reno Beer Festival for hybrid wheat category. But is it able to take top prize in your beer-loving heart? Only one way to find out. What up, guys? Yeah, we are here with the SanTan Sunspot Gold Golden Ale. I've been seeing this around town, been meaning to try it out. You know, not from Arizona originally, so I've never seen this before, but sounds good and it's getting hot out, so let's give it a whirl. Yeah, sadly, this beer is only available in a couple states right now, and even the other states outside of Arizona, like California and Texas, you can only get it on tap. Although, I mean, it tastes better on tap. You can't take it home with you. So, alright, let us get into the review. And if this is the first time you've checked out our reviews, they're broken down into 6 different categories. It is smell, taste, value for price, drinkability, distinction, and would I buy it again? So, let's check out the smell. The first note you get when you smell it is definitely a hoppiness to it. Not overwhelming, but you get the hoppiness on the tip of your nose. You get maybe a deeper citrus smell. Something more along the lines of a really ripe orange. So it's not really it's not lemony. It's not that sour note. It's more deep. You have you have a bit of the you have a little bit of that almost German barley smell to it. You got hints of that in there too. So the beer is 5.1%, and with the bar you can almost smell the heavier barley with that. So honestly, the smell isn't anything that I'm like super pumped about, I guess. It is, so, I don't know, I think the heavy orange kind of saves it a little bit for me, so I'm going to give it a half out of 1. If I didn't have any of that, I just, for a golden beer, I probably wouldn't have recommended it at all, so I'm going to give it a half. And alright, now let's taste it out. It almost tastes like if you took an IPA and a wheat beer and you put it into a hybrid. You have some of the hoppiness. You don't have a lot of that citrus flavor or the deep orange I was thinking. You don't have a lot of that. It's I don't know. For me, it's almost struggling to find a particular category to fit in, because it's not like one or the other. It's kind of like searching for what it should be included as. You get that barleyness for sure. It is rather crisp. The flavor doesn't linger. It hits your tongue, moves down to the back of your throat, and that's it. You don't have the lingering bitterness of an IPA. It is, I don't know. It's I honestly don't know what to make of this. I mean, no, I had it cold, but even though I popped it right out of the fridge, I almost feel like it should be colder still. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not. So, I mean, the flavor is not bad. It's not something I'm like blah with. But again, I'm just gonna have to give it a half out of 1. It seems like it's struggling to figure out what it wants to be. So, all right, moving on. We're gonna go to value for price, and value for price. I mean, since it's only really available locally, I think I paid under $2 for the single can, maybe like $1.50. I could get I think the 6-packs were going for like $8.99, something like that. So I mean, it's okay. It's an okay price, but for me, there are loads of other beers for the same price, if not less, with a more, I don't want to, maybe tailored to a particular style of beer. It seems lost in translation. It doesn't know which. It's at a fork in the road, and it doesn't know if it should go left or right. And so honestly, for value for price, the price is okay, but there's other beers for less that I think people would like better. So I'm not going to recommend it for value for price. Next, category 4 is drinkability. You know, that's kind of how many of these can I drink? Well, I mean, drinkability is not bad. It's really not bad. I could, especially if when it's hot out, maybe you're eating some tacos or a pizza at an outside patio or something. Yeah, I could get into a couple of these. So I don't think that would be an issue. So drinkability, I'm going to recommend it for that. Category 5 is distinction. You know, how different is it? The thing is, I don't know what category to compare it in, really. It's, I mean, their official SanTan website said that it won the hybrid wheat category from a beer festival, and I wouldn't necessarily put it specific in a wheat beer, because there's a ton of other wheat beers I'd rather drink. I guess hybrid, okay, yeah, it does have the IPA wheat kind of mixture, but so I guess in that sense it is distinct. I mean, personally, there are a lot of IPAs I'd rather have, and there are a lot of wheat beers I'd rather have. But overall distinction, I guess I'll have to recommend it for distinction, just because, I mean, it's different, which I guess that's the pretty much definition of distinction. So all right, yeah, I'll recommend it for distinction. And lastly, would I buy it again? And straight up, no, I wouldn't. There's, like I said, I usually don't really crave a wheat and an IPA. It's either a wheat, it's either an IPA, it's either something else, and this really isn't doing that for me, I guess. So I'm gonna have to pass on it. So I'm not gonna buy it again. So out of 6, it got 3 out of 6. So you can. That is my review on the SanTan Sunspot Gold Golden Ale. But if you've had it before, if you live in the area, if you've been through and you've had it before, let me know in the comments. Maybe you had it on tap and it tastes totally different on tap. Let me know. I'd love to hear about that in the comments. If you liked the video, if you'd like to see more, or if you just want to stay up on the rest of the beer reviews and just kind of alcohol reviews we do, we'd love for you to subscribe to our station. And if you want to, check us out on our podcast. It's Two Dudes in a Six Pack. You can find it on iTunes, you can find it on Stitcher, or really where else you go for podcasts. And you can follow us on Twitter at Two Dudes Podcast. And so, yeah, for now, I'm Grayson and for Chris. And until next time, see you later.